The one who's going to kill him, Isa alayhi salam. Because who is going to kill the Antichrist? Isa alayhi salam. Then the Prophet ﷺ asked him, tell me, what do you see? He said, I see a mighty throne, big throne on the water. There are many people around it. The Prophet ﷺ said, yes, that is the throne of Iblis. What you are seeing is the throne of the shaitan. Because Iblis is on earth, and his throne on earth. Here, in the earth. On the sea. He said, what you are seeing is the throne of Iblis on the water. Because they said, I see a throne on the water. So that he said, that's the throne of Iblis. Then the Prophet ﷺ told him, I have hidden something. Can you tell me what is it? He started to say, Ad-dukh, Ad-dukh, Ad-dukh. He said, you cannot know what I have hidden. You know what the Prophet ﷺ hid? Ad-dukhan. Surat, the name of Surat, Ad-dukhan. So he couldn't, the information reach him is Ad-dukh, Ad-dukh, and that's it. Huh? So he couldn't complete Ad-dukhan. He didn't say Ad-dukhan. So the Prophet ﷺ told him, Ikhsa, be humiliated. You cannot know what I have hidden. And the ulama, they have deduced from this hadith that it is permissible to expose those liars, to challenge them, those charlatans, magicians. Based on this hadith, they say it is permissible for a Muslim scholar to go and expose their trickery, how they trick the people and how they mislead the people. But you have to be alim. Okay? Otherwise maybe you will become confused. So the Prophet ﷺ thought he was the Dajjal. Why? Because Allah at that moment until then hasn't informed him that the Dajjal will not enter Mecca and Medina. Are you following? Because until then, Allah hasn't informed him that the Dajjal will enter Mecca and Medina. You understand? And you will be surprised that this Ibn Sayyad, he has a son who's a good Muslim. And once Ibn Umar was traveling, subhanallah, was traveling with Ibn Sayyad from Mecca to Medina. And they were chatting. And Ibn Umar, now he knows that he's not the Dajjal, but he deals with the jinn. So he started complaining to Abdullah ibn Umar. He said, you see people, they accuse me that I'm the Dajjal. And the Prophet ﷺ said that the Dajjal will not have children, and they have children. Dajjal will not enter Mecca and Medina. And see, we are going from Mecca to Medina. So Ibn Abbas, Umar got convinced, yes. But he said then, but I know where he is. He said, I know where the Dajjal is. So Ibn Umar said, he confused me. He said, I got afraid. He said, but I know where the Dajjal is. And this Ibn Sayyad disappeared all of a sudden from Medina. There was a fight happening in Medina. On that day, he disappeared and no one knew where he went. But he's not the Dajjal. Because the Dajjal is, as the Prophet ﷺ said, he is imprisoned in an island in the Arabian Sea. And he is locked by chains. And he will come out one day. And he's blind, all these things. So he's not the Dajjal. So The Prophet ﷺ, in the beginning, he thought that Ibn al-Sajjad was the Dajjal. Why he thought like that? Because no information reached him. Allah didn't tell him that he will not enter Makkah and Medina. Because when the Dajjal comes, he tries to enter Makkah and Medina. But Malaika, the angels, they stop him. Because Makkah and Medina will be protected by the Malaika. So he comes and he camps near Uhud, outside, on the outskirts of Medina. And the Medina will shake. And all the munafiqs in Medina will come out. Which means there are munafiqs now in Medina. So all the munafiqs will come out of Medina and follow him. And a young man from the Medina will come out. And when he sees the Dajjal, he said, "You are the Dajjal." And the Dajjal will kill him and cut him into 2 pieces. And he will walk between the 2 pieces. And then he will bring him back to life. And the boy will say, "Now I'm 100% you are the Dajjal." Because the Prophet ﷺ told us this is exactly what is going to happen. Because a lot of things will happen when the Dajjal comes. A lot of things. He will ask the sky to rain, the sky will rain. Ask the earth to bring out its treasures, the treasures they come out. It's a big fitna, big test. That's why the Prophet ﷺ said, you should run away. And you should memorize the first 10 ayah of Surah Al-Kahf, or the last 10 ayah. This will be a protection. And this Dajjal, it is written on his forehead, Kafir. So every Muslim will read it, whether he is literate or illiterate. And Nasai also reported the hadith of Abdullah ibn Abbas, and this hadith is sahih. It is also in Sunan Nasai and Adab Mufrad by Imam Bukhari. أن رجلا قال للنبي صلى الله عليه وسلم ما شاء الله وشئت فقال أجعلتني لله ندا قل ما أو ما شاء الله وحده. Another narration, قل ما شاء الله وحده. Once a man came to the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم and said, with the will of Allah and also with your will. He ﷺ said, have you made me an associate with Allah? Rather, it is what Allah alone wills. So here, the man said, what Allah wills and what you will. And he used the conjunction, wa, and. And we said it denotes sharing. So that's why you are not allowed to use it. Are you following? Ibn Majah reported from Tufail radiallahu anhu that Aisha's brother from her mother's side, not from Abu Bakr's side, that he narrated, and this hadith is sahih. It is in Sunan Ibn Majah. رأيت فيما يرى النائم كأني أتيت على نفر من اليهود قلت إنكم لأنتم القوم لولا أنكم تقولون عزير بن الله قالوا وإنكم لأنتم القوم لأنتم القوم لولا أنكم تقولون ما شاء الله وشاء محمد ثم مررت بنفر من النصارى فقلت إنكم لأنتم القوم لولا أنكم تقولون المسيح ابن الله قالوا وإنكم لأنتم القوم لولا أنكم تقولون ما شاء الله وشاء محمد فلما أصبحت أخبرت بها من أخبرت ثم أتيت النبي صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم فأخبرته قال هل أخبرت بها أحدا قلت نعم قال فحمد الله وأثنى عليه ثم قال أما بعد فإن طفيلا رأى رؤيا أخبر بها من أخبر منكم وإنكم قلتم كلمة كان يمنعني كذا وكذا أن أنهاكم عنها فلا تقولوا ما شاء الله وشاء محمد ولكن قولوا ما شاء الله وحده. At-Tufayl said, I had a dream in which I came upon a group of youths and said to them, you are indeed a good people. Had you not claimed Uzair alayhi salam, the son of Allah? Then they said, you too are good if you do not say what Allah may will and what